Listen, Phil, put apple pie in between your ass cheeks. I'm gonna eat it out. That's how you start a stream. Yeah. In the butt. In the butt.
And now I'm gonna masturbate. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la.
Skip-a-dip-dip-dip-dip.
Try to relax your anus.
I didn't mean to hit the applause. Dude, that was the crescendo of it.
Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
Philip Burnell is a man.
Actually, I forgot I have the FAP up there, so this fits perfectly.
And now I'm gonna masturbate. And now I'm gonna masturbate. And now I'm gonna masturbate. My explosion of satisfaction.
Yeah, he privated his Twitter. Let's just start. What are we doing?
What are you doing with your life?
This is your life now. Listen, let's men chatting. Hey, you're a man. You're a fucking man.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a man.
God, I wish you were here last night. I actually purposely did not watch any of this today. It's because, like, I mean, I know what happened. I remember what happened. It's not like I was, like, blacked out. But, like, it was just so much at once. And it was the worst time ever for it. Hello, everybody, by the way. Sorry. I'm just, like, going 100 miles an hour here. So.
My camera looks a little bright, doesn't it? God damn
It does. You look washed out.
Damn it.
Listen. I said what, Richie? I said what in the... Is that what I never said, he said last night, right? Or I never did. That was like... And I'm like, I'm not even sure. And like, and Budahar was like, put this up on the screen. And I'm like, yes. I was like, sure, okay. What do you want on the screen? He could have whipped out his dick and I think I would have put it on the screen. Hey, Rich, I have evidence right here. Here's my penis. Put it up on the screen. Okay. Quantum TV's hood ornament. I never did. I left before the debate. How did it get? It was a fucking disaster.
That was great. It went well.
Great for me, which I'm sure the salt from Keemstar is emanating right now.
Well, what's he gonna do about it?
Yeah, well, he literally, like, you know, like how in like the old like shows like where they get the thing to pull the person off, like he like called fucking Boogie and said, "Stop! This is too good. Keep it for the podcast."
Oh God!
Fucking Google fish. 20 seconds in. We just started. Listen, Jay just whipped his penis out. Relax. Breasts, yes. Go to Young Yaz. He posted his voice acting of Kiru side by side with Japanese dub, and Young's voice acting is awful.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, and isn't he like blocking people that say he sucks? I've heard some of his stuff before, and it was okay. You know.
Well, the good news is I don't play Yakuza with English dub, so I don't give a shit who's doing it. Keemstar was right. Now milk me.
What do you mean Keemstar was right?
I'm just reading the chat. How's everyone doing? I'm alive.
Gabe Newell has a beard and it rules. He has a beard and he thinks it rules because I forgot the lyrics.
You're fired.
So, yeah, I got to hear his voice acting. I'm just curious. I'll be objective, too. I'm not going to go in there like, I have nothing against the guy.
You're fired.
Yeah, dude, I saw your message. I was actually working on music when you called me. Of course, I don't even have to know, dude. He made a ton of money before 2018. Of course he's fucking lying. He was getting views for years, and that was pre-apocalypse fucking ad revenue. He's totally fucking lying. He can tell me whatever he wants. Look, I'll say allegedly because it's not like I'm going to go look through his bank account. I don't care, and it's none of my business. But at the same time, I know how YouTube works. And I know the views that he was getting. There's no way that man did not have more money in the bank than he's letting on. He's fucking lying. Anyway,
By the way, what? because of this fucking shirt I'm wearing, you're just going to constantly see a thumbs up or a thumbs down on screen. Look, every time I move, because the Halloween logo looks like a thumbs up or...
Listen, I'm going to put my thumb up your ass when you come down here.
Listen, I'm going to come down your throat.
All right, could we not go from 0 to 1,000 in 5 minutes into the stream? So, dude, if you're going to call me a running joke, which you have to do, Rich, your mic volume is a lot lower than Jay's? Really?
Listen, that's because I'm superior and you're fired.
Check.
Now he's lowering me, and now I'm lower. I'm low.
No, dude, I'm looking at the VU meters.
Listen, I'll bite your hips.
I have no idea what that means. Our volumes are exactly the same according to the software, but
I'll bite your hips. Let's go. How is everyone? Alex Moore, you look fucking great tonight.
Neil, breasts. Yes, breasts. Listen, put my ass on the screen. Actually, don't. But love you, Jay and Rich. Congratulations. You know what? Let's do this. Song is short, like my penis, so let's go.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
What's up, Mari?
Congratulations.
Try to relax your anus.
Congratulations.
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 Sega is charging for New Game Plus. They got
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
Shadow, thank you for being a member. How are you? Happy Friday night.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Could you imagine, though, without the yodeling, if Phil did come through somehow?
Congratulations.
Joe Blah,
Take the bubbles
how
and
are
shove
you?
them up your fucking ass. How about that?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
No, I have to let it do that because then it'll just have, like, random sound effects coming through.
Yeah, like
I'm serious.
Yeah, in the video I edited today, the birds just randomly show up.
Birds are... Because it's some weird bug that, hey, fucking fix it. Jesus
look,
Christ, Elgato.
Why is my camera doing that?
Because you're out of your fucking mind. Okay, why? So Sega is charging because they're fucking ridiculous. Everyone else has New Game Plus for free. Fuck them. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah, it's Friday, Shadow. Thank you for being a member for almost 2 years, too. I'm thinking it's like Tuesday. So imagine Sour Balls, thank you for gifting the memberships. If Phil came through and Stutter and Craig and Melanie Mac, that would have been like a fucking... Rich, it's Nabil. Found out you can change your name on here. Saying hi. Joined the stream yesterday but missed the debacle. Who's the hobo on the right? That would be my editor.
I'm actually offended by that.
That would be my editor that's on the right. Trump is already saying he wants to invoke the Insurrection Act. They want to deploy if he is reelected. Biden needs to step aside.
Congratulations. Listen, I'm more than the editor. Consider me a fucking producer as well.
Listen. Love you. Last night was legendary. Last night was insane. Trump is already the Insurrection Act, but why is he going to do the if he gets anyway? Spreading love to you guys in chat, just like my cheeks are spread your cheeks and just go to town and let out all that brown.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, here's a shocker, Jay. Travis is gone from Side Scrollers.
Yeah, I knew about this.
And they talked about it publicly, which is like that makes my head hurt as to why you would do that. But okay, it's a pleasure for me to stream at the same time. Well, thank you, Cosmic, and thank you for coming through. Jay, you're on a Mac. Click the green camera button at the top of the screen and turn off reactions on the camera you're using.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! I like them.
Listen.
Oh. What's Studio Light and Portrait? Does that fuck up my camera?
Why am I not hearing... Oh, StreamLabs crashed. That's great. That is fucking fantastic. Why am I not hearing? I know
Thank you.
Sexy Coco dropped a dono, and it is not recent events. Let me go to the alert box. Let me go to donations.
What's happened?
Breasts.
Listen.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, you
Dr.
had that off
Sexy
yesterday,
Coco
didn't you?
donated $15. It's Sexy Coco Man. Jay,
Sex-
Boobala, you missed your appointment. You were supposed to come in for a colon cleanse. A vigorous fisting. Also Rich, you never got back to me. Do you have sensitive nipples? Are you a man? Answer me privately because HIPAA.
Well, no, I put birdseed on my nipples and get it picked off. So there's that.
Yeah. I don't have sensitive nipples.
Listen, I'm gonna pee on your nipples, so there's that. Listen, Jay's cat is hungry and jumped to her death. Support his family. Yes, you gotta support Phil's family too. Who someone gifted memberships to? I did not thank them. Dad, Boogie is so butthurt, and Keem is also butthurt. Yes, because he hates that the free real estate came here. I had nothing to do with it. It's not like that was some master plan of mine. Jay, do you still have a 2012 Mac Pro? I remember the 2016 you and Rich did a video talking about Apple's current offerings at the time. It said you were using one with 32 gigabytes of RAM. That was not Jay. That was another guy, Yarrick, I work with.
Yeah, it wasn't me. He fired me.
You skipped me in another super chat. Britch's beard reformed. My reformed beard? Because of riots, he is going to deploy... Oh, Jesus Christ. Of course he is.
Sure he is. Yeah, and universal health care is coming to Canada. Let's go.
Well, then that means he is going to.
Actually, universal health care... Sorry, not universal health care. Universal basic income is coming to Canada, apparently. Did you hear this?
UBI? You guys are getting UBI?
Yeah, listen to this. Not that anyone gives a shit here, but I find it interesting. There's a city that's... an hour and a half from me called Waterloo, Ontario, and they're getting universal basic income. They're basically getting $2,000 each a month, no questions asked, probably for 3 years. So every city in Ontario at the moment is gone apeshit, saying like, if they're doing it, we're doing it. So, and this is legit. This is actually something that is happening in Waterloo. So if it's happening in Waterloo, it's probably going to happen here. So everybody in Canada, apparently, maybe within the next 2 years, will be getting universal basic income, which comes in around $2,000.
Yeah, and we're about to become fascist down in the States, so wonderful.
Well, Canada's a fucking shit show right now. You guys know I don't want to sit here and complain about it, but everything is... I can barely eat food at the moment. I had to tell Rich, like, dude, if I don't make this much a month, like, I have to go get another job. Like, it's getting out of hand.
Yeah, inflation's nuts.
It is, and everything at the grocery store is actually getting smaller. You just get less. Like,
the price, it's called shrinkflation.
Yeah, it's... Anyways, not to complain to you guys. I'm just saying it's getting out of hand. So... If something actually, I'm not political. You guys know I'm not. But if this doesn't get fixed in Canada in the next couple of years, people are going to be fucking homeless, and we're in trouble. And I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, conspiracies, this is going to happen. People can't pay rent here, and they're getting kicked out of their fucking houses. And I live in a small town right now. It's actually really bad. So if you live in Canada, you know what I'm talking about.
It's crazy. The world is fucking... Society is crumbling worldwide.
Listen to this, and then I'll shut up about it. I went to a supermarket to get chicken fingers, a box of chicken fingers. Are you ready for how much it cost? $28.99.
What is that in the States? I know that's still, it's not that far off.
Oh, dude, like a box of chicken fingers is like $15 in the U.S. It's double here, essentially.
Holy shit. And when prices are high here. Thank you, Sour Balls, for gifting the memberships, by the way. That's who I meant to thank before. No gay, but Jay, I'd love to see inside your gaping hole.
Well, you could do that. Come on over.
Have Jay sit on your lap while you make a beat, sampling intro guys far. And sell to roam streets. Yes, he'll buy it right away.
You know, it's funny. We could actually do that when I come there in December.
I've actually made a kick and a snare out of my farts before as a joke.
Why am I not surprised?
And someone freestyled over it, too.
By the way, guys, I guess we could say this.
What?
I'm coming to kiss you in December.
Yes, you're coming down here in December.
Listen, we're gonna stream for a week straight in December, so you guys get your asses ready, because I don't know what's gonna happen. So get ready for this. It's gonna be a week of Christmas cheer. We'll probably be very gay with each other on camera and in Santa suits.
I want Keemstar to sit on my lap and tell me his gifts.
Listen, I want to see his bald head rub against my thighs.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Rich, Josh Jones, the Chicago Tribune article will be a Sunday paper story. I thought at first it would be midweek filter thing. Haven't gotten to set. That's crazy, dude. All right, thank you. That's nuts. Sunday is a big deal because that's when most eyes are on it. This is all I could afford. Phil took my paycheck. Goddamn Phil. And he'll still complain anyway. Jesus, chicken fingers in Ohio at my store, $8.99. And that's actually expensive.
$28.99. $28.99. It's like
for fucking chicken fingers.
And this is how you know they're fucking ripping you off, because when they go on sale, they're $10 off. So it's like, wait a minute, $10 off regularly? Like, that doesn't just make sense. It's just like, okay, here we go. Yeah, you know what? We'll call it a week-long subathon in December with 2 Santas. That's what's going to happen.
That sounds sexy.
And also,
all right.
I'm going to force Rich to build a new set for his show, but that's another story.
Yeah, well, it's time. I just,
Well, I'm going to come there and help you and then come on you.
I'm going to piss real quick. And congratulations on your penis hurting. Jay, read my response to your tweet to Rich, and I will be right back. And then we can
Jay, read my response to your tweet to Rich. Jostler says, let me guess, it says fucking birds. Ready? When you visit, do it in secret. Break into his house when he's shopping for seltzer, which he probably will be doing. Put a trail of rose petals leading to his bed. I think he sleeps in the basement on the floor. Which you'll be lying in, of course. Also, you spelled lying wrong, I think. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I'd push the cheers button, but it won't do anything here. So how is everyone doing? So I watched the Boogie response live stream last night because I edited for the main channel. And Jesus Christ, I do have a lot to say about it. I don't know if you guys know my opinion on Boogie. I actually know, well, I don't know Boogie directly in like a personal way whatsoever. I'm friends with people that are good friends with him. That's not obviously going to, color my...
Ladies and gentlemen, fart in my face, yeah. Sorry, you may have been talking and I just came in singing.
Well, you're fired.
Listen, it's time to watch whatever the fuck happened last night.
I've watched it 3 times, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you got your PP already answered you. Yeah. And that's at $8.99 is expensive, man. I don't know how the fuck people are living in Canada right now.
Dude, I shop for $150. That'll last me maybe maximum 4 meals.
Jesus.
So basically, I'm eating like apples I find in the field.
Listen, going through the field with your roommate.
Yeah. He has diabetes in his fucking legs, so he can't walk.
Diabetes? So
Yeah, he's got diabetes in his legs, so he can't walk far. So I have to bring the diabetic brownies out to him in the field while we look for fucking eggs and apples. Let's go.
Listen, Boogie last night exposes his vicious life cycle, blows money on a lavish life, used being broke to guilt trip his audience for money, used the money for lavish lives and bad investments, rinse and repeat. Pretty much.
Listen, Boogie can move in with me into the church, and then we can get hit by lightning. Let's go.
Then you'd have to have his 20-year-old girlfriend there with him, and then it would get really weird. Just took delivery of a Holy Grail Collector's brand new box TurboGrafx module for the Pioneer Laser Active Hoot Wireless. That's insane. That's a rare thing.
Dude, I've been hearing that the retro gaming, not the community, but the actual like market has crashed. Is that true?
Yeah, because it was being overinflated on purpose. It was a scam.
Yeah,
There's someone I know who could go more into that. I'll see if that person would ever want to come on, but
I'll come on you.
That's what I'm hoping for. Do you think side scrollers will invite me back? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I am sure that they are probably just dying to have me on the show right now.
Oh yeah, they'd love to have you. Why wouldn't they?
I'll call up Travis, see how he's doing.
Yeah,
Jissy like ass mangold. Listen, get a dollar store steak and boil it in butter, and that's ass mangold's meal.
And then have your teeth bleed. Let's go.
And then wipe it on the wall.
Yeah.
He literally does that. You guys see his room last night where there are the brownish, reddish marks? That's his blood from his teeth. I'm not kidding.
No, that's just fucking... Don't bring that up again, please.
Yeah, I'm going to vomit. Okay, here we go.
Don't do that to me.
Skip it about.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
You could skip the first 2 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Rich of ReviewTechUSA here, and last night an RTU stream. There's your shout-out that you're forcing me to do. Oh, here. Oh, hold on. A little bit important. I will drip on his dad, Eve, because he said I was milking this because I was more stoned than I've been in over 6 months.
Here Keemstar.
Mudahar came in. Now, again, I don't know if he was baited to come in or he wanted to come in, but needless to say, I sent him a Zoom link. And then Keemstar showed up in the chat and wanted Boogie to leave because he said I was milking this, and there was milk all over the place, and udders were squeezed. It was absolutely insane. So here is everything that went down in my live stream last night with Mudahar and Boogie there, and buckle up because it was a hell of a show. Also, shout out to the Lol Cow podcast because Keemstar told me to shout it out, and if I don't shout it out, he'll cry, and then the tears will fall down his beard, and his beard is dyed, and the dye will drip on his desk, and if the dye drips on his desk, then he'll have a mess on his desk, and then he said I'll have to come up there and clean his desk.
This is all true.
There's your shout out that you're forcing me to do.
Are you happy, kid? There you go, Keem. Shout out to the Lol Cow podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go well.
I used to have faith in Boogie coming around, but now I don't. I'm on Muda's side here. Also drank a 13.5. Oh my god, dude, that's like drinking fucking, I don't know the exact alcohol content, but that's just strong fucking. How much did you drink? I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but Ass Mangold's home horrifies me. Yeah, dude, that was the rotting food shit I can't deal with.
Well, that's mental issues.
Yeah, psychological issues.
Yeah.
You know, like he had...
Which we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah, speaking of psychological issues, let's go. Hey, this guy, too.
Enjoy
the chaos. I can hear you now.
Let me preface this first. Let me just start by saying this to you guys, because I'm going to give all of my takes on Boogie and the whole situation in this stream. But everybody has mental issues. So, you know, I'm not here to just say, like, Boogie's got mental issues. Look at how bad he is. But including me. But, you know, this Ass Mangold's bedroom looks like the back of fucking probably Quantum's car at the moment where he sleeps.
Just stop. Oh, God.
Listen, I bought a new TV from Quantum behind a Best Buy. Let's go.
Yeah, he probably wanted to suck you off.
Oh, sir.
Hey.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But
I am thoroughly tickled.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I can't talk too long. I'm over here on Twitch at the moment.
See, he has that color to his voice, that inflection where he's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm being passive aggressive right now. I really would rather punch you in the face. I'm over here on Twitch right now. I'm doing fine. I don't have this explosive anger deep inside me right now. It's not that you made me angry at all. Even though I put out a documentary for people to criticize, I'm not pissed off. I wouldn't stab you in the throat, even though I would."
Yeah, I hear that too in his voice. Somebody in the chat says we should stop saying mental issues, quote unquote, with Boogie. He knows what he's doing. I don't agree with that statement completely.
But it's part of his mental issues that causes him to do shit like this.
Yeah. I think that his mental issues lead him to make poor decisions, but I don't think he is...
But we're not defending his poor decisions either. Let me preface that. Continue. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off, but...
That's fine. Cut off my pants and take them down. His mental issues... I'm just thinking about you cutting my pants off now. Hang on. Okay. No, it's okay. It's a very short fantasy.
Yeah. It is. Oh, I can vouch for that.
Listen. Okay. Okay. Let me refocus here. His mental health issues. That is separate from his overall. I don't know. You would call it YouTube plan. You know, like YouTubers always have plans in mind. You know, I've dealt with how many YouTubers in the past 15 years, including myself. All YouTubers have plans of what they're doing with their show and how they're going to do it. No YouTuber that is super successful doesn't have a plan. They have plans. Now, that doesn't mean that his plans are good or they've worked out for him. A lot of them have not. But let's just carry on. I don't think it's just all mental health. I think he has a plan.
No, of course not.
Yeah, he's got a plan. You could see him working his plan out. And
it's not working out. His plan, even though he was saying that I'm owning up to everything and this is like my final, like I know this is going to end me, I do think deep down he subconsciously thought that documentary was going to be like a redemption arc for him. How you would have thought that, I don't know.
Well,
but
I mean, I'll add into this. That could be part of his plan. Thinking, yeah, I'll put this video out. Everyone will say, wow, poor Boogie. And I'll have my rebound, right? I'll say one thing. Everybody likes a comeback story. Everybody likes it, right? So a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, it'd be nice for Boogie to get a comeback story.
Not anymore.
But
I don't
Boogie,
agree.
No, the problem is Boogie steps on his own feet, and he stops that from happening. You know, if he dropped this fucking documentary and then just shut up and was positive, didn't bring up a single thing from his past, and just started doing his content again, there's a small chance nobody would care, and they would just watch his content, and he'd be going along his business and making money.
He can't do that, though.
He can't do it.
He's not capable of doing it. And the thing that drives me insane is like, dude, you know that this shit had a bunch of damning stuff about you, and what do you want people to be like? Oh, it's okay, Boogie. Like, he makes no fucking sense. I
will not defend him, but I will say, like, he keeps saying that, yeah, I just put it all out there so I can move on. I'll give him credit for that. Like, he's putting out...
But he's not moving on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm giving him credit for doing what he did in the documentary. He basically said, yeah, I spent all this money on hookers. I fucked all these models. I wanted to do it. I did it. So, you know, don't feel bad about me, blah, blah, blah. Again, not sticking up for him. I'm saying that he did what he said he was going to do, but the problem is he's not following through with that and just letting it go now. It's like, how many weeks? It's been a week since it came out, and he's still coming on these podcasts. Well, I mean, let's be honest. He's coming on all the podcasts to push his own podcast, but anyways.
Yeah. But I don't think that was the master plan last night, though. It wouldn't have been on my stream if that was the master plan. Boogie is just a psychological bull in a china shop. And yeah, we brought this up last night, but let's bring the point home. I'm going to say for the Florida farmer, Zeb is saying this, as no one is talking about, but why is her ID in his wallet? Yeah. Dude, he's like, she is an adult, but he is still like indoctrinating her into a cult. Why the fuck is he holding on to her ID? Doesn't matter.
I mean, again, I'm not sympathetic with him, but like, it could have been just something simple. They went somewhere. She doesn't. If you see what she wears, where the fuck is she putting her wallet? So maybe they went to a bar and he had her fucking ID. It's not like, I'm not gonna go from one step to be like, oh,
But
it's a cult.
Yeah, but it sounds like, but dude,
It sounds bad.
No,
I get what you're
listen,
saying.
Listen,
I agree.
Listen though.
Listen.
She was also saying last night that if he cheated, that she's like, that would be okay. We would talk about it, but that's okay. She's like,
okay, well, I didn't know that part.
yeah, dude, it's not. And the context is key. Like, why? Like, no, the way it sounded is that he just holds on to her ID.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, any woman, or let's just be honest, any man, any woman, any whatever the fuck you want to be in a relationship, says that my partner can cheat and would just work it out. That's not healthy. Something's not right there.
Well, no, yeah, she's damaged goods and he's indoctrinating her. Sorry. I mean, she's an adult. She could do what she wants.
Allegedly.
Dude, it's not allegedly. We watched the fucking thing last night. We watched a whole... You didn't see that part. You would change your tune if you saw like the whole uncut interview, which is amazing. That's also on his channel too. That makes him look really bad with her. Where it's like everyone was like, yeah, that's a cult.
Well, you know what's so interesting about this whole thing? Like we watched fucking 2 seconds of the stream so far. We're not getting through the whole thing tonight. But what I find super interesting is that she is of age, right?
Yeah.
We can all agree with that.
Yeah, she's legal. That's not
it's
never been
legal.
debated.
But then you look at the idea of like, how old is Boogie versus how old she is?
Yeah,
and you start
100%.
to question. Yeah, you have to question that. What is going on with that?
Yeah, like to be in a serious relationship is just, it's just bizarre. It's just all bizarre.
I mean, I've met, like my rule, I'm 42. I will not even talk to a 20-year-old. Like if a 20-year-old came up to me in Canada and was like, hey, let's have, no shot in hell, not happening. I'm above, even a 25-year-old for me would be like, no, that is weird.
25. I would date a 25.
No, I couldn't do it either. I mean, each their own, but I like, even for me, I'm 42. I'm not going to date a 25-year-old. It's just like, just weird to me.
It's, you know what it is beyond that is like, they're going to want kids. I don't want fucking kids. I have 3 kids. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you have 4. You have me as well.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to fart in your face.
Well, that whole sentence is not great, what you just said, but.
Well, you're not really my kid. I'm just going to fart in your face. You're a grown-ass man. I'm going to fart in your fucking face. Period.
You're not
End
helping.
of discussion.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you promise?
Yes, I promise, and it's
Okay.
going to be wet. It's going to be wet too. That motherfucker wants to die. He doesn't care about anything or himself for that matter. He's insane. He's completely given up, and he's already dead. That might be a little extreme, but
Well, no, I don't know about that. There's some things, I watched this 3 times in a row, and there might be some truth to that. He's living his life like he keeps saying, oh, I did this because I'm going to die, or I was going to kill myself, or, my clock is ticking. I don't need the money. I'll just stay in the house. And then he's always saying, like, when I die, she can go back to her family and blah, blah, blah. I think part of me believes that because of his past trauma, he likes to live in that world. That sort of, I don't know exactly what you would call it.
Yeah, but get the fuck over it, dude. You're 50. Like, all right, you can't keep going back to your past as a reason. There's a point in your life where you make your own fucking decisions, and your decisions are on you. He says it in my mental illness. Yeah, I have mental illness too, Boogie. I'm on the medicine for depression. I get it, but you can't go. I'm gonna go rob a bank and be like, yeah, my mental illness. It's you could still know what you're fucking doing. Okay, you're a grown ass man.
Yeah, but let me also just say this, just to counter it slightly here.
Tired of the fucking crutch.
Well, yeah, I know that's like a built-in issue that he's going to have because that's his crutch, and he's explained it so many times over the years that he has all these issues. The problem really is this. Has he fixed any of the issues?
None.
None. He's fixed fucking none of the issues whatsoever since his childhood. He's living with them, and he's trying to fucking manipulate himself to believe that he's getting better over them. That's one of the main fucking issues. You know, I'm not defending or making excuses for him. I'm just saying what I'm just thinking, right? Like his weight loss. You know,
Yeah.
but there's another thing here. Do people need outside support? Some people are not capable of supporting themselves. A lot of people are not capable of that. They need affection. They need people to say they're doing a good job. They need this. They need that. I don't think Boogie was ever surrounded by anybody that gave a shit about him early in his life. Again, not making excuses. We'll get to what he became because he's an adult now, like you were saying. But I'm just breaking it down where, you know, nobody's talking about the actual root cause of why he is the way he is nowadays. You know, let's also keep in mind this. He is the way he is as well because when he talks about the way, quote unquote, he is getting paid to do it.
Yeah, but people got over it though a long time ago.
Yeah, but
the woe is me shit. God, like his channel, especially after his divorce, more so. Like I would say, it was almost a complete one. It became, hey guys, here's why my life sucks today, and like, who wants to tune into that? Like,
well, nobody. The negative. You know, you and I both know negativity does not sell anything on the internet.
No, it doesn't. Jeffrey Tucker says, stop referring to people as damaged goods. No, it's a saying, dude. It's 100% a saying. I will continue. They're people, not an Amazon package. Well, it's a saying, and she is absolutely damaged goods. And as you get older, the baggage that people have, male or female, is you get even more damaged. I'm damaged goods. There you go. Good day, Rich and Jay. Just got here. Did I miss much? Not yet. You will, though. She obviously likes Boogie for all the super hot tub sex. Yeah, she has to lift up that extra meat flap and go to town. He probably rocks her shit. Boogie is a sexy beast. I'm a man, and he makes my pussy wet. Well, if
well,
that just went. That was a statement.
See, in Canada, we would say she's got to use a hockey stick to hold that up.
Listen, yeah, that meat flap is impressive. Maybe Boogie pee-pee hurt like mine.
What?
I bet I like. How does? Okay, let's not go into that because then I'll probably get my channel banned. Anyway,
don't do that.
Yeah. Let's not talk about meat flaps. Jay, please stop making excuses. He's not making excuses. We're trying to be objective here. I may not agree with everything Jay is saying, and he may not agree with everything I'm saying, but we'll have makeup sex later, so it's fine. I'm not gay though.
What do you mean? So if you fuck me, we're not gay?
No, that's not because you're my editor. Boogie won't find professional help for his mental health. He does go to a therapist.
That's a good joke.
Listen,
that was good.
I'm so
I should get a raise.
Damn it, Jeff is here. How you doing? Damn it, Jeff.
Who the fuck is Jeff?
I don't know. He has a check mark next to his name, and his name was Damn it, Jeff. So I was like, Damn it, Jeff. So yeah, I'm an editor sexual. I go gay for I go gay for Jay.
Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
Listen, man, this is turning into a Cum Town podcast. Let's go.
Listen, I'll come on your town. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean I have to go and come on everyone in your town?
No, you never seen Cum Town?
Oh, I know. Let's just stop this right now and play the video before we get too fucking ridiculous.
No, I'm talking. It's a podcast. It's Nick Mullen.
I know it's a fucking podcast.
Listen, I'm gonna fuck you because you're my editor. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm live streaming Super Mario Wonder. Feels good to be playing video games again for a change. On live stream, you know? Normally I just like sit around and bitch about stuff. How you doing, Rich?
I'm doing well. What's going on?
God, stop already. You hear that passive aggressive shit? What did he say? Like he throws in these little things that it's just like, ugh.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it again.
Let's go. Yeah, I'll go. What are we at right now? 2:15. Let's go back to like 1:55.
I just saw Melody.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well.
I can't talk too long. I'm over here on Twitch at the moment.
Okay.
I'm live streaming Super Mario Wonder. Feels good to be playing video games again for a change. On live stream, you know? Normally I just like sit around and bitch about stuff. How you
See what he did there?
Yeah, he's got this like built-in mechanism. He can't help himself.
But it's not taking jabs at himself. He's like, oh, look, you're saying I'm bitching about things, but look, I'm playing a video game. Like, come on, dude. Like, don't make it like you're Mr. fucking Positivity now when you're the only person more negative than you is Phil, and that's debatable. Might seem harsh, but him saying he wants to spend all his money and end his life comes off as really selfish. He could give that, dude. I don't think he thinks anything through. Phil, I think, thinks through more than fucking Boogie. We need Oblivion music again. I'm a Christian straight man. Did you see that crazy fake AI photo of me jumping on my ex-wife's car? Someone hacked me again. Breastfeed it to me.
Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
Try to relax your anus.
Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
I think my favorite thumbnail I ever made was the one for Quantum jumping on his wife's car and the terrified woman. Do you have that somewhere?
I'm surprised he hasn't addressed that yet. I'd do this.
Well, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
Well, he always tries to find a way. He tries to wiggle out of anything.
Yeah, but there's that's how are you getting out of that one?
He'll dude, I'm telling you, dude, he could get caught robbing a bank and he would try to find it. He'd be like, that wasn't me.
Yeah, right.
Spam birds. Remember I used to do the techno song?
Yeah.
We're never going to get through this fucking video.
No, we're not.
March 1st, there was a burst. What happened on March 1st? Where's Quimpo TV up to nowadays? Oh, he's jumping on his wife's car and giving relationship advice on he's jumping on his wife's car while giving relationship advice on TikTok. Normal shit.
You know what's fucking crazy? I have to say it. As your editor,
listen, come on my town.
Listen, I'm going to come on your town, but I watch all the videos before anyone else, so I know all the stories, everything that's going on. You fill me in just like you fill me in when we get together about what's going on.
Fill in your ass.
This is what's crazy about the world nowadays. And I'm not, it's like old man yelling at clouds, but on one side of the coin, Quantum is jumping on his wife's car, and God knows what's going on there. But on the other side of the coin, somehow in this earth, he is Listen, he's a successful TikToker giving relationship advice. Explain to me how we live in a world where the guy who fucking went to jail for grabbing his wife and getting on the hood of her car has a successful TikTok show about relationships. Explain to me how this is a thing.
Well, I don't know if I would call it successful yet. That's a little bit of a stretch. But cool.
Dude,
first off, it's
some of them go big. Some of them do go big.
Listen, you go big.
I'll go big in you.
No, because
let's
it's
just
2020. Dude, it's 2023. That's why. 2023, you could be a terrible person and people will still be like, you know what? You're a piece of shit, but you make sense.
Yeah. Oh God, don't even. Can I just say this? There's a small town in Ontario that has been taken over by
Bill Gates.
No, Trump supporters, and they've taken over an old school and they put a fence around it, and they got probably about 20 families in the town to sell their houses to give money to a cult leader in a small town near me. That's what's happening. This is the world we live in right now.
For a politician that's not even in their country, that makes sense.
I don't even know what's happening, and they believe that the Earth is flat. Those types of people. That's where we're living right now.
Listen,
it literally is in a town.
Listen, tell them I will fly them all down here, and they could suck the spray tan off of his penis. Hey, Rich, hope you're well. Hopefully I could suck the spray tan off of his penis, too. I can't believe I left a second before the stream was cranked to fucking 11. Let's go up to 25. Must have felt like a fever dream. Oh, dude, I was out of my fucking mind. I was it kicked in pretty much when the thing got the most heated. And I'm just like, I don't even know where I am right now. And I have, like, Mudahar in one ear, and I have Boogie in another ear.
What, their dicks?
Yeah, I had their dicks in my ears, and I was completely deaf and stoned, and I have these two cocks in my ear. I have Boogie's meat flap on the top of my head.
No wonder you have neck issues.
Yeah, I got shoulder issues because I have penises in my ears.
Listen, relax your shoulders.
I'm not getting Modern Warfare 3. I'd rather fist myself.
Oh,
Donald Trump's tremendous stakes.
For the record, Activision sent me a review copy of Modern Warfare 3, for fuck's sakes. The UI on Modern Warfare Call of Duty, whatever the fuck it's called, the HQ, it's like an app you open up before you go into the games, is the most confusing thing I've ever experienced in gaming ever. It's fucking terrible.
Sucked in Modern Warfare 2 as well.
It's so bad that I didn't want to play it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like, I can't even describe it to you guys. It's like a giant fucking billboard that changes every 3 seconds, and there's a million options. You have no shot to pick anything, and there's just fucking DLC being thrown at you. I can't believe that's where we're at with gaming. I literally turned it off and emailed them and was like, hey, I'm not covering it. And they were just like, cool. Like, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. It's fucking terrible.
I don't even understand what they were thinking. It's like, hey, Microsoft finally acquires Activision. Here's the shittiest Call of Duty ever.
Well, you know what it is? That's not, yeah.
I know it's not their fault. I mean, it's, but come on. Man, guys, stop having side conversations about Wes. What the fuck is going on with Wes? Wes said 500 for, 6 a.m. Fuck off. No way.
All right. If I get the money right now, we'll do it, Wes. Let's go.
I ain't staying on until 6 a.m. You give the 500, I'll dump it to him right now.
All right, let's go. Wes, you donate that, Wes, and we're doing it.
I heard Modern Warfare 3 has been removed.
No, it's not removed. It's there. It's fucking terrible.
You doing, Rich?
I'm doing well. What's going on?
Not much
today.
Not much. Somebody asked me, said that you wanted me on here, so I thought I'd come say hi.
Yeah.
Did you watch the doc? What'd you think?
It's interesting. What was your incentive for putting something out so damning about yourself?
There's a lot of different answers to that. I think I didn't get paid anything, though I did get paid $2,000 to travel up to Cleveland to take some photos and stuff.
Yeah.
Why does he go right to the money thing always? You gotta think about how he actually is wording his sentences in this video. I watched it 3 times now, so I see him setting up things. I see when he's trying to just promote and why he's trying to skate around things. Why does he go to money all the time?
Well, the thing was, I know why he's saying it here, because everyone thought that he paid to have this interview or this documentary done. He didn't.
Well, I thought he made that pretty clear. Didn't he, beforehand?
Not in the beginning. It was murky where people were thinking. There was actually people, I think, making videos saying that.
Well, let me say this. Where does that guy live? The guy that made the movie?
I have no idea.
Does he live in the same state?
He was actually on the show. I don't know if he was in the same state or not.
Well, as a fellow filmmaker, I could tell you guys this much. That documentary, because of the quality of it, that's expensive to make. Unless the guy who's making it is doing it all himself. So his name's Mike, right?
It would be worth his time.
I think that Mike probably made a deal with Boogie. Well, they did make a deal. Basically said, I'll do a documentary. I'll cover all my own costs, come to film you, blah, blah, blah. And I get all the proceeds from it, right? But let me just say this. There's no money involved. Like, you guys have no idea how much it costs to make a movie. It's fucking ridiculous, the cost. So, yeah, when it comes to that, I guarantee Mike went to him for free and said, listen, when it comes out, it goes on my channel, and you can promote it on your own end.
Yeah, and the benefit for him would be that it did go big. The Boogie documentary went huge, so it was good. It was, if he put money into it, it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, how many views does the doc have at this point?
A couple million at least.
Does it? Well, yeah, I guess he'd make his money back, right? He would
get his name out there as a filmmaker.
But I will say this though, and I'm just being open and honest, and I'm not shitting on the guy, but I will say this: if you're gonna make a fucking documentary, make sure the numbers are correct. Like, what's the point of the documentary if you're gonna fucking not look into the actual data? of how much Boogie owes and how much he spent and all this shit, and then have Boogie come on yesterday and just be like, oh yeah, basically all the numbers in the documentary are just like made up. Talk to Mike about that. It's like Mike has a skill. I can see the skill he has as a filmmaker, but a fucking documentary, more than 50% of it is about the actual story and the actual data. And if you could pick it apart on a stream on a fucking Thursday night.
Boogie was lying.
Yeah,
Boogie was lying.
That's what I'm saying. But the problem is, like, no, Boogie was saying that, oh, it's Mike. Mike looked into the numbers. And then Boogie's like, remember? Well, we're going to watch it later. But I mean, I think Mike did a great job. But Boogie's coming out saying that the numbers aren't correct. And Mike knew that. And he fudged the numbers. Okay, guys, like, what the fuck is going on here? So it kind of makes me think that Mike...
Thank you, the Mechanist.
Mike, it's less of a documentary and more of just like Boogie's in trouble. I see a story here. Let's just make a fucking quote-unquote documentary about him. But, you know, I think you and I will both agree that Boogie made more money than he is saying.
Oh, God. On YouTube, yeah. He's fucking lying about how much money he made on there. He's lying about it. There's no way that pre-Adpocalypse, when he was getting good viewership, okay, even if his biggest viewership year was 2018, he would make more per view pre-Adpocalypse. We've been doing this too fucking long, Boogie. Maybe someone who's new at this YouTube shit, you could get over on that. I'm not an accountant, but I do know how this works. You made a lot more than you're saying.
Oh, let's like, he could tell us how much he made on YouTube, but sponsors, you know, we're not going to get into numbers, but
the Mechanist, thank you.
Yeah, you and I both know how much a fucking ad pays, right? So, yeah, you're telling me for how many fucking years?
Yeah, that he was doing really well. Even when he was pre-1 million, he was still getting huge viewership. Million subs. Yeah, he's lying about that. Something is wrong with Boogie, yes. I just feel bad for him. Someone needs to pay him. Wes, you know the deal. You can't pay to be a mod. You know, it doesn't matter the amount.
Is that Wes? Is that the Wes who paid me to shave my beard?
Yes, that is the Wes. I'm glad you're here, but that wouldn't be fair to, because I've told a bunch of other people know about being a mod. I've actually unmodded some people too.
Well, I'll take the heat for that. No new mods. That's what's happening. We have enough at the moment.
Yeah, we have enough. Mike said on Some Ordinary that he wanted him to prove he can do a doc. All he had done was marketing commercial before Mike did what Jay said he did. Oh, okay.
Well, there you go. There's, you know, not to pat myself on the back, but that documentary is definitely a commercial for Mike to be like, hey, I can make a fucking movie. And yeah, you know what? It achieves what he set out to do from one perspective. If I was a person who had a very interesting story and Mike came to me, I'd be like, sure, you can make whatever you want here, especially with the fact that we can fudge numbers. And I'm not calling them out here, but I mean, Boogie came on the show last night and said they fudged the numbers. Like, what else do you want us to say? So it doesn't
I don't believe Boogie, though.
Yeah, well, that's what, again, so here's the issue. Is Boogie lying that Mike did that? Is Boogie telling the truth? Did Mike actually do it? Are they hiding money? The documentary was supposed to answer everything, and now he's just made built-in questions that we're supposed to go back and go, are they actually hiding more money? Is it true? Dude, the documentary was supposed to end that part of your fucking life, and you're supposed to move on from it. But now guess what's happened? You're making more questions pop out because we're pulling it apart. So this isn't going down on Mike, because we haven't talked to Mike, the director. But yesterday he said...
I have.
Well, you did, but I mean, at this point, if we were going to ask Mike, did you fudge the number? We should ask Mike if he fudged the numbers. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, let's move on, except let's lie and then fucking tell everyone we lied and then just hang up the call.
I'm telling you, he really thought that this was like, yeah, I'm going to say it's my end, but this is going to be my resurgence. Yeah, well, no, dude. When you tell people that you need money, but then you're spending close to $250,000 on hookers and emptying out your bank account. No, oh, but I was suicidal. Dude, okay, but you've said, like, I'm not downplaying that. It's a very serious issue, but you've been said you can't keep using that as an excuse either.
Well, it gets old. People get sick of it.
I know it sounds mean. I'm not downplaying suicide, but you can't use that. You're still here. You still exist. You still have a pulse, and you made very bad financial decisions, and now you're reaping the repercussions because of them. But, oh, it was my brain. Yeah, it's everyone's brain. That's how it works.
Well,
Christ.
Somebody just said, why would Boogie... Birch Tree says, I'm confused. Why would Boogie lie about his money?
Because he looks terrible.
Well, let's discuss that quickly here.
Yeah, let's discuss it quickly.
You know, yeah, well, this is all allegedly, but if he's saying that he spent $200,000, almost $250,000 on hookers, you're telling me that this guy doesn't have any other bad things he's done with his money? Like, it's just, just hookers? Just hookers? You got to question that, and you have to look at society as a whole. You're telling me he just did it on hookers? There's nothing else? He didn't give money away to friends? You know, if you're sitting with all that money in the bank and somebody goes, can I borrow $5,000? It's probably chump change, right? But, yeah, somebody said Boogie should take up coke. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, but
his heart would explode with the first line, but continue.
Yeah, it's just like there's no shot in hell that there's not more to the story that we don't know about.
I don't care what anybody says, or what he says, or what is fucking. He's made millions on YouTube. Millions. He's made more money than I could ever dream of. It's just we can't go back in time far enough to see. Like, you did. There's no fucking way, Boogie. We know how the views work. We know how pre-Apocalypse was. We know it all. Okay, we don't see your books. It's not my business. I'm not going to go try to look for your books. But at least verbally, you're cooking them right now. You made more money than you're talking about, dude. Period.
Well, he almost has 1 billion views, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, again, you'll never know how much money came in from the side stuff either, right?
Oh, and he's had other shit too, dude. He's made millions. He's made more money than I could ever dream of on this platform, and he's done something with it. I know he got divorced. I'm sure that fucking kicked him in the meat flap.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He said the meat flap. I'm not mocking him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he put it out there. But, yeah, okay, this documentary had there's 2 parts to this documentary that I find very interesting, because from Boogie's perspective, he's looking at it as like a be-all, end-all solution to all the shit he's been through. Let's wipe everything clean and start over. Okay, that's one side. Then you have the director's side of things, who's like, I'm going to make a documentary about a huge fucking YouTuber. He's obviously talented. But it really bothers me last night when he said that, oh yeah, Mike fudged the numbers.
Yeah, he was trying to save his own ass and hurt the credibility of Mike.
Well, listen though, and again, I'm not throwing Mike under the bus on this one, but Mike, if you're watching or you see this in the future, you are super fucking talented, dude. And for him to throw you under the bus to say that you did this amazing documentary, but when it came to the actual numbers, you just, we'll just put this number in. No one's going to notice. I don't think Mike really seems like the type of filmmaker, director, who would just like fudge the numbers. There had to be, something's not right in that situation.
Yeah, Boogie's fucking lying now. This was supposed to be his mic drop, but he keeps on going back to pick up the mic. It's that simple.
Yeah, I don't get. So like, let's just
he can't step away from this. He's addicted to it. He's even addicted to the trolling. This is more of a Boogie post discussion than a reaction, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
who gives a shit?
Look. Let's just say this. We won't get into details because we don't need to, but like, I think you personally have overcome things that you had issues with in the past, with like, the YouTube bullshit that's happened.
Yeah.
And you learned your lesson, and you were like, oh yeah, there's a lesson to be learned. That was it, right? Mm-hmm. I've learned lessons. We've all learned these lessons. What I'm trying to get at in this video we're doing tonight is that why is Boogie unable to learn from lessons? And these aren't simple little lessons that you just take in fucking kindergarten. These are major lessons where he's going to be homeless, where he's going to die, where he fucking had surgery to save his life, but he's still eating and drinking shit foods.
Yeah, Mountain Dew, multiple cans of Mountain Dew a day.
What I'm getting at is, like, how long can people care about somebody like this and watch another human just fucking throw their life down the drain before people don't care? And that's what I don't think he understands, that there is a line to be drawn there. Like, even Phil with his show, at some point people are going to stop supporting Phil, and you know what's going to happen there. Phil's going to have a nervous fucking breakdown on stream. We're already seeing the beginning of it because of his Mario stuff. And I'm not going into, like, the meme side of things. I'm talking about actual human nature here. Phil lives in the world of the internet. There's no outside to that. Boogie lives inside the internet. He doesn't have a life outside of it. And if he does, he drags the internet over it because he's all about living off of the money he makes from the internet.
How can I contact you, Boogie, for a sponsorship deal? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know who he is, but he keeps asking if we can get him in contact or sponsorship. Dude, just like DM us on Twitter, one of us. But what I'm getting at, guys, is like when you're a YouTuber for so long and you rely on these things and you start to see numbers go down, like I said at the beginning, there's plans in place for all of these things. But we're seeing that Boogie is unfortunately unable to pull off his plan. You know, coming on the stream last night and saying that, oh, Mike fudged the numbers. That's not brilliant. That's not smart. That's not thought out. That's not a fucking plan. So I'll call him out on that part.
If he truly thought that this was going to be his swan song, he should have just stepped away, and he's not doing it. And or if he thought this was, like I said earlier, going to be his resurgence, this is not, like, he is now officially killing off everything.
You know,
he's killing it all off.
Yeah, it's not looking great for him. You know, I was hopeful, like, because I don't know the whole backstory of the quote-unquote lying, alleged lying, all the stuff he has done. I don't know all of that stuff, so I'm not going to speak on the past of it. I've known, I wouldn't say personally, but I know stories about him from behind the scenes, which obviously I would never discuss in person. This is same as like Mudahar was saying, that these content creators have chats behind the scenes. It's not public. I know certain things about all of this stuff that, I mean, I could tell stories that would fucking cause people to lose their minds, but I would never fucking tell those stories. But what I'm saying is, and the reason I'm saying that I know these stories, is that I've heard from behind the scenes that he's a really nice guy in real life than not in front of the camera. So that led me to believe, like, maybe there's something else here. You know, I've got close friends who are saying, like, he's actually a cool guy when you hang out with him, when there's no camera around, there's no fucking internet. It's not based about making money, and he's just a cool dude to hang out with. Apparently, he's a great, cool dude to hang out with. So I went into this whole thing thinking, like, okay, well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And listen, it's been 3 days since I sort of, you know, he followed me on Twitter. I told him, like, hey, I know you through mutual friends. I helped him with a few thumbnails. Now I watched a documentary and what he did last night. I'm like, oh, I see why everyone's against him instantly, like that. And
yeah,
and that's why I'm here today. It's fascinating that people like Phil and people like Boogie have these mindsets about where they are in life and how connected they are to the internet. Like, it's absurd to me. I can't imagine living in a world like that.
Phil makes it like outside of, he's like, outside of streams, I don't watch streams. I'm like, but you talk about how you watch like other streamers with your wife and how you're superior to them. So that's a lie. Like, yeah, Phil more than money. And that's why he turns down shit, even though he begs all the time now. Like this, he's more begging more than ever. He's more addicted to having control of an audience than anything else.
I'll tell you what. Sorry, not to cut you off. Go.
Oh no, go ahead. I forgot what I was going to say anyway.
Well, I was just going to say this quickly. The reason why, and this is just my opinions. I'm not a psychologist by any means, but I will say that, you know, based on myself and learning lessons from myself, you know, when Phil says, "I won't take the money because I'm a positive guy and I'm not going to sell out." Mm-hmm. You know how he says that stuff? he has some sort of issue with not feeling like he is fulfilling his own life. Like he hasn't fulfilled or have had fulfillment in his life. So he's literally creating these events in his own personal mind, his own personal life, that he thinks that he's doing something special so he can feel special. Because he doesn't feel...
That's why he always says meaningful content. Absolutely.
Exactly, because he does not feel like a special person. He does not get that from his family. We know that from what he's fucking told. He doesn't get the fulfillment. Fulfillment out of life. So,
except on May 1st.
Yeah, except on May 1st when he burst. But that's a psychology thing there. And like, I don't understand why people don't see that. It's somebody who does not get fulfillment. So he's creating a fucking idea in his head, and then he's self-fulfilling it to feel good about himself, when truthfully, he feels like shit probably about himself. So,
yeah, I agree. And there was something interesting I was going to say. He just looks to his audience as to fill that void. And this is the most bizarre thing. This was the point I was going to make with Phil. In it, there was a video. You could see videos on it. Like, if his chat is not talking about him or the game he's playing, he's angry at them.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest. Like, how insecure are you that your chat has to be like talking about you? Oh my God. I'm like, dude, you need therapy badly. I mean, everyone does, but holy fuck.
Let me say this. I do think that he's playing that up a bit now, that he has convinced himself that's what he'll do when people say something that he feels like he could go off on them. I don't think he's actually that upset sometimes. I really...
Dude, he gets mad if people think, someone passingly, and they do it on purpose, say, hey, Phil, you playing this on easy? He will lose his fucking mind, and he is not smart enough to play it up as an act.
Well, yeah, there's some cases where he does do that, so I agree with you in that sense, but let me just say from experience...
Yeah, Phil can't act.
Yeah, he can't act, but from experience...
Mr. Uncle Bingo, thank you for becoming a member. I just wanted to get that in. I wanted to thank you before I forget.
Listen, when people know what works on the internet... they will fucking bleed it out until nothing is left in that stone. So what I'm saying here is, look at the history of Boogie. What has he done that has made him money after other things have failed? What does he always step back to and get, again, like I said about Phil, to get that fulfillment, to feel like he's doing something? Where does he always head with his content? He always goes back to his trauma, right?
Yeah, but no. There was was always part of it. But he used to be called the Mr. Rogers of YouTube, because he used to take his dark stories and have a positive spin on it. Then it just became, my life fucking sucks. Here's my daily update of why my life sucks.
Yeah, well, the part of that is obviously because the Mr. Dress Up, whatever you want to call it. The fucking Mr. Dress Up timeline that he was doing. As you know, there's only a certain amount of time before something like... Oh my God. Don't even get into that.
Well, remember, you're talking about with like Francis and the angry, horny grandpa era,
Yeah, but remember, like, everything's a trend on YouTube.
Raging dads.
Yeah, like, eventually you're going to run out of something and you have to pivot, right? Like...
He won't pivot. He's admitted he won't pivot.
Well, the thing is, it's like based on, it's based on a balance. Everybody's YouTube show is based on a balance with the actual viewership of that show. So if you're smart, you ride that balance in ways that are going to benefit you without fucking selling your soul out to just get a cheap dollar. A lot of YouTubers are able to do that. Like Sexy Phil, he's one of the originals. His show's massive still. Why is that? Because he doesn't fucking get dramatic in his own personal life there. And when it does happen, it's usually like a very serious thing that's happened, and then he fucking moves on from it. He doesn't sit there and complain about it for 14 years.
Yeah.
So that's what drags these YouTubers down. The minute you go on the internet and start complaining about one thing and you do it twice, you are absolutely fucking yourself there.
Not even, you could even do, dude, you could do it 10 times. But the thing is, Boogie, that's all he's become is a fucking, him and Phil. sorry to lump you together with him, Boogie. You're more self-aware than him, but still, every day it's just that here's why my life sucks today. Boy, I can't wait to tune into that stream. Like,
well, you know what the other thing I think happens here? I feel like when a YouTuber starts to see the end of their career, they get desperate because they're used to living, a certain way. And I'm not talking about the money, but I'm talking about how many people are paying attention to them, how many views they're getting, how many this, how many that. I'm speaking from experience, guys. I have a channel that has 50,000 subscribers, and I've got tons of fucking ads in the past. I've made money off of it, and my channel went to shit. And did I handle it correctly? Did I ever go out there and be like, oh, my channel's dying and I'm dying? No, I knew it was dying, and I accepted it as the end of the fucking channel. I didn't sit there and go, please watch, please do this, please do that. I think what's happening here is, like, I bet at the time if I made a video maybe about 4 years ago when the channel started to go downhill and I saw the views go down, I guarantee if I made a video saying, like, hey, I'm depressed, channel's low, please help me, support the stream, support me there, people would do it for the first time, right? But how many times can I get away with that before people are like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, why is he...
Matthew Santoro did that.
Oh, good.
He took the video down.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's like, there's nothing worse than watching a YouTuber begging for relevancy. It's like, it's over. There's like a time limit for everybody unless they go with that balance. You have to learn what your channel is and what your people that are watching, what they want. And
well, he also got caught up with the whole plagiarism. Remember that he dated that girl, Nicole Arbor, too. Like,
oh, yeah. Well, he was, let's just be honest, because it was found out. Dude,
he plagiarized.
When you do a channel like that, there's no shot in hell you're not stealing the fucking content. There's no way. Like, you're telling me he figured out those facts every day? Where's he getting them from? It's that simple. I can answer it in 5 seconds. Where is he getting them from? He's looking them up? He's fucking doing research? No, he isn't.
Well, you would assume he would have hired a team, and hopefully that team, but obviously he didn't.
That's not how that worked. I can guarantee they literally went 10 facts about China, and then they got them and went, okay, we got them. Where'd you get them? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So,
and wasn't some of it like word for word too?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Philip Mewson? Yeah, like he didn't
flat
even,
out.
And didn't even cite the fucking sources. He was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry. By the way, I have no personality. Come look at my teeth."
Well, listen to this.
Let me get to the Israel. Let me get to the Israel.
Yeah, suck my cock.
Never watched the Boogie vid, never will, but remember when he was on your stream once shooting the shit, telling wild stories. Yeah, and the thing is, he actually can be entertaining, but he just, because part of it, I mean, again, you can't use it as a crutch, but his psychological issues is that once, I said this to him last night in the stream, which eventually if we start watching it again,
it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. I'm like, Boogie, you could still make a living streaming, but can you handle it?
I know, and he said time will tell.
Which means no.
Yeah, that's not happening. There's no confidence behind that. Where's the fucking confidence? Like, he doesn't have it. And again, this just goes back to what I said. If you have damage from being a child...
Hold on. Let me switch the screen.
Okay. Yeah, if you have mental damage from growing up, and that's where it all comes from, and you don't deal with that, and you fucking live on that energy, you're not going anywhere. It's always going to come back and get you, unless you deal with it.
What's up, T-Joe?
That documentary would have been incredible if at the very end, it was Boogie walking into a psychiatrist's office and getting help. That's what people want to see in the documentary.
But he already goes to a therapist, and
but listen, I'm talking about not the real world here. I'm talking about the viewpoint that the viewers have of the documentary.
Oh, okay. I mean, artistically, like to show,
that's one thing I would have said to Mike. I'm like, the ending of this documentary is so bleak. Like, it's just like, that's Boogie. Was terrible. And
they at the very end of it, they had hey, I'm going to turn things around.
Yeah, but I mean, let's get real. People want to see this guy get actual help. They want to see him visually in the fucking doctor's office talking.
I don't even think they want it anymore. People are so done. People are done.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always. Well, listen to this. You and I are doing a stream about Boogie. So, how long is that going to last? You know what I'm saying on that? How long are people going to care? They're like, with your point here, saying that, Boogie's got a limited time to really take the momentum from this documentary. What I was saying is that if they ended the documentary in a different way, that he would have built in a little bit more time with an audience. But like ending the documentary the way he did, it's like a sever to the audience. It's like cutting them in half and being like, I hope some of you hold on. That's not how you do it, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, Duty brought up a good point. I just saw your message now, Duty. He also used to make real good money on Twitch, too.
Oh, dude, like, that's the other thing. You're telling me he's not, he didn't include the Twitch. He didn't include his YouTube. He didn't include all the ads all together in one lump sum, did he?
No.
Again, these guys could have made up any fucking number. And the other thing is a documentary. How long did they shoot it? Like maybe 6 months, I think. Maybe a little longer.
I don't know. That part I don't know.
Yeah, listen. From a fellow filmmaker standpoint, if you're making a documentary, you have a team of researchers that are figuring these things out. So to call it a documentary is one thing, but to make an actual documentary is another.
Yeah.
So they're saying it took 9 months. I mean, unless Mike did it himself, but nowadays no one's doing anything for free. So I feel like the research is like, hey, here's a couple bank statements and here's how much money I have. And by the way, yeah, that's how much I had. And that was it. They just...
that's not
was
okay then either on Mike's part. I should message him and get him on and we could ask him these questions.
Oh, dude, I'd love to have him on here because you know what? That guy's going places, and I'd love to tell him that. He needs to get the recognition he deserves from this. And yeah, he dealt with Boogie for the first time, but I pray to God that Mike actually lands a YouTuber that really deserves his talents.
Mike said he had a team and lost money making it, and he says the video has limited ads. Now that's a shocker. That doesn't shock me at all. So yeah, I get it. Diablo, I have to take a dump.
That's great. That's great.
This is why.
Why don't you just get a chair with a hole in it and just shit while you're on stream? Would you get demonetized?
Probably. It's YouTube. Wes is like, take a dump on stream. Sure, Wes.
Diablo 4 came out.
Elmeco, I missed a decent amount of super chats. I'll be right back. Maybe Jay could answer some of them while I'm.
Yeah, put me full screen so they could see my wig.
Jostler, you could get a breast champ before I go.
Breasts.
Phil's
Breasts.
15-year legacy,
Breasts.
which you won't shut the fuck up about. And
okay, so
sorry.
Anime Slayer said, "Is Jay good in bed, Rich? Rich, can you answer that before you leave?" No? Okay, fuck you. Am I good in bed? It depends who I'm with, to be honest. There's probably some women out there that would say I'm fucking incredible, and then there's some that would be like, he's okay. It's the chemistry, you guys. It's the chemistry. Jedi of Psoriasis says, when Phil breaks... Oh, yeah. This is funny. When Phil breaks, he will stream himself beating off while yelling, "This is what you want." Yeah, he's going to fall back into that. That'd probably be the last thing he would do, but... I mean, Phil has really painted himself into a corner, and I feel terrible for the guy, Yeah, I don't know him personally, but I know what mentally he's probably going through. Your minister's uncle Bingo says, "I've become a member. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you." L says, "Elm, never watched Boogie." Okay, we did that one. Astro Zombie says, "Phil, my 15-year legacy, Brunel." Yeah, okay. Well, your legacy is... Yeah, no, listen, let me just also say this. No one's going to know any of us in 100 years. So there's no such thing as legacy. Unless your name's like fucking Tom Hanks. Jostler 11:50 here. Damn, can I get a breast chant?
Can I get it? Well, I did the breast chant. Diablo 4 came out, had to buy it. Yeah, that was amazing. That was another thing. Like, why you have to buy these games?
The other thing is, like, he's got so many, like, little knickknacks around his house that he could sell to get these games, like, on Craigslist. There's so many ways to make money off the stuff he has. You know, like, he's doing that sale, isn't he? In November?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's selling all that shit off. Yeah, good luck. I doubt that's going to go as the way he thought it would.
Yeah, selling shit is a pain in the fucking... I mean, obviously, but it never works out as well as I thought. Oh, I could just sell everything. Yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson with that, too. Like, I've got so much shit lying around here from the last, like, 7 years trying to sell, you know, like, collector's editions of things and crap you bought on a whim.
It never goes that way.
No, you get, like, a percentage of what you thought you would get out of the total. So if you think, oh, I'll make $1,000 off this stuff, you're lucky if you pull in like $250.
Yeah, and then people being pain in the ass is like, oh, it came to me not the way you said, and then it's
Breasts.
it's breasts, yes.
DB King says, by the way, DB, thanks for the support. Says, got an interview job offering $65K. If I do get the job, you're going to be shirtless more often. Well, listen. If you get the job, I want to see you shirtless more often. Congratulations on the job offering, dude. Got an interview for it. So, dude, you're going to land that interview. Make sure you don't go in there and say that people could search your name and horrible things come up, like Boogie did in his own documentary.
Brightburns, I see your donation. Yeah, I actually like the 89 Batman. Michael Keaton, I think, was a badass Batman. But I get what you're saying. You got a gallbladder stone? You got a... sorry, Chris.
Nightbreaker says, every time Jay or Rich say the words feel, fill, or fulfill, replace it with fill and take a shot. Good luck. Dude, everyone would be fucking tanked.
I don't know. I just felt like hitting that.
Well, I'm going to hit you with that song when I come down there in the ass. Composite says, DSP trying to pronounce names like Muda he.
He always goes Mutahar, Twitter. Like when he's trying to sound super intelligent, he thinks that saying his T's like that his brain is bizarre. He masturbated on May 1st, 2016. Yeah, so, Dr. Sexy Coca, you're right. Fresh out of work again, Bird Father. Hello, Jesus. Hi, my name is Jesus, and I have nipples and a penis. Have you tried Sonic Superstars yet? Pretty good. I have not.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I haven't. I want to play RoboCop. Eventually, I'm going to do it one of these years. Apparently,
good luck.
Listen, good luck. You're going to love my JVC. Listen, Mike is... There is an L in his name. It's not Mike Cum.
Yeah, when I first saw his name, I was like, yeah, that's Mike Cum. Anyways.
Listen.
It's JVC says, a wise man once said, I never did. I never did. I never did. That's funny. Because
this is dude, that's when the point where like the weed fully kicked in.
Oh, I saw you. That's why I zoomed in on you when that happened, and I watched you just, like, losing your mind.
I'm like, of course this is happening right now. Right now this is happening. This couldn't have happened at any other day, at any other time.
What does JVC stand for?
Victor something. I know Victor is the V.
Cool,
Corporation.
Thanks for that.
I don't know what the J stands for.
I got no idea either. Jank Jaws says, this is the first stream I've attended with Jay, and the man is Kobe and Shaq Duel right here. And this is well, thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it. Which one are you?
I'm Shaq. Hi guys, listening in. I don't know. We both have bald ass heads. Listen.
Okay. Is Kobe the guy that passed away?
Yeah, he got in the plane crash. Yeah, he had a private jet and his kids
that
too.
was
horrible.
Fucking was terrible when that happened.
That was right before COVID.
Yep.
Right before. Hey guys, listen to what's going on with the Boogie fiasco. Boogie farted in my face, and I actually enjoyed the smell, and it disturbed me. Anyway, Jay, do you agree with what I said in StreamLabs? I'm just curious because Batman is pretty much the reason why we're flooded with franchise films. Yeah, but Hollywood is shit, and they would have clung on to something else.
Okay, what are you saying there? So, what do you guys think about the Batman film? Do you mean the new Batman or the old one?
Well, he went
bought
on
the 25th
StreamLabs.
anniversary. Okay, I got it here. Yeah, I see it. So I bought the 25th anniversary online. I watched the featurette. Batman 89 is both a blessing and a curse to me. Now because Hollywood is the sequel franchise blockbuster business. I mean, I could go. I could do a whole stream about films. Obviously, I think most of you know I'm quote unquote becoming a filmmaker. I'll say it that way. I like Batman 2022 a lot, and that's because of how dark it is. I can't help that. I love fucking darkness in films. So, I'll say that much. I'll say that also I don't really watch any of the Marvel stuff lately. I think it's fucking terrible. And I'm not like one of those guys like, oh, it went woke. I just think it's just stories I don't give a shit about. It has nothing to do with like putting in different characters or whatever they're doing. I just don't have time for it anymore. It's just not.
Well, the whole
good.
entertainment industry has sequelitis. If you really want to get down to it, it's not even just movies.
Oh
it's
yeah,
video
I mean,
games too.
horror movies are big in that too. Everything is. Again, you go where the money is, and this is actually a good segue back into the whole Boogie thing because again, Boogie's built a franchise on. Actually, this should be like a poster for that. I should have sent this over to them. But the tagline for his movie would be like, franchise of terror. You know what I mean? Or franchise of trauma. Because that's what he's built. He's built his whole career on trauma. And that's what... Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, King Slighty is watching it right now. I hope he enjoys it because that shit is wild. The car chase from the 2022 The Batman film will make you come if you watch it in full Dolby Atmos. It's my go-to for showing off my sound system. Listen, get one of your subwoofers, put it up my ass, and see how hard it vibrates.
Yep, do that.
Let's do that. That was I bet that's the reaction you wanted to your super chat. Well, actually, knowing you, it probably is.
You know what's crazy? I bought a new sound bar. And I haven't had a sound bar forever, since like 5.1 surround sound. Sound bars are like, what the fuck? It's like magic. I'm like, okay.
What brand is yours?
A Samsung. I don't know. It was like a super sale. I walked in there and they were just like, these are $500 off. And I'm like, why? So I just looked it up and it was last year's model. And I'm like, okay, I don't give a shit about the fact that it's older.
Listen, model for me naked with your soundbar. We should actually probably watch some of this video.
Yeah, I'll watch your ass.
To
Put your
promote the
soundbar.
thing. But I didn't get
up,
like paid
Niner boy?
to do anything. My thought process on it was everyone has like this mystique about me. They think that I'm like this guy or that guy or whatever. I don't mind admitting what I've actually done. I don't mind admitting that I lost a shitload of money on crypto. I don't mind admitting that I spent a lot of money traveling the coast to coast and spend money on girls. I don't mind admitting that stuff about me. I'm very open about that, and I'm comfortable with it. It's the stuff that people think is bullshit about me, right? Like, oh, he's abusive to women, and he did this, and he did that. I didn't do any of that shit, you know? So I thought, let's make this thing. Let's make it a piece of...
But no one ever... minus, like, some idiots in your subreddit. No one that ever said it. It's the other glaring things that people were really, really talking about, Boogie. You know, also holding on to your girlfriend's ID to me is strange.
Well, I mean, the fucking age difference there is just questionable. You have to question it.
Of course.
You can't get around it, right? I mean,
and the whole thing of her saying like, if he cheats, I still wouldn't leave him. It's like she's indoctrinated.
I was gonna say you could use the word cult. It's like a cult-like thing going on there, but
it's a cult of meat flap.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm a fat guy, but that like the double meat flap thing is impressive.
Well, no, he has triple, doesn't he?
I don't know. That he's like one of the bosses from Elden Ring. His second form, that meat flap, comes out and kills you with the smell.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I gotta stop. What is you make me turn into like Cum Town? That's what I'm saying. Is why I mentioned them before. When I do streams with you, I'm gonna get fucking.
Oh, I know.
canceled.
You know what's? I'm gonna be completely open about this opinion here. I'm surprised that we haven't had this shut down because of you and I together on stream. I'm actually surprised something hasn't been like, like, hey.
Nah, we're vile, dude. But there's people more vile than us. Listen, here is the thing. Unless which I would never do, if I said something racist or something, of course, yeah, they'll ban me. SniperWolf showed up to another multi-million sub YouTuber's house and took a picture outside and filmed herself. Yes, I'm not SniperWolf and I don't have Botox in my lips. But what the fuck can I do here if she can do that? That would get me off this platform. However, they did just actually demonetize a reactor, so maybe you're right.
Yeah, we're done. Listen, the first week or second week of December when I come down there, there's probably a 99% chance that that's the last week we ever stream.
Oh, well, hopefully some of the music stuff takes off from me, or I'm sucking dick behind a Best Buy. Quantum, whenever you're ready.
Yep.
Spread my cheeks and you could go to town.
I am
hope you guys
thoroughly tickled.
I hope you guys are ready for this. Like, I don't even know what's going to happen. All we know is that I'm going to Rich's house for a week, probably a little bit longer than that.
Probably.
And we're going to wake up, do the news, if there's news. If not, we're just streaming the whole time, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to sniff a fart out of your ass.
Dude, we should do something crazy, like an episode of, like, Rich and Jay go to, like, a fucking video game shop or something fun like that. Well, actually, I'll ask the audience, the hardcore audience that watches here, if you were to watch Rich and I, or more so Rich, obviously, but me holding the camera and Rich going somewhere, filmed like cinematically with a real cinema camera, where would you want Rich to go, and would you find it interesting to just like see him go somewhere? I'm just putting that out there.
And it wouldn't be any like fake ass kid behind the camera shit, dude. Let's just
No, we have no plans to make anything like bullshit. We might do skits and stuff for jokes for the videos, but like, would it be
making a beat?
Yeah, well, that's actually not a bad idea. Or a music video with you just holding shrimp. The mall food court, a porn shop. Actually, a porn shop. I'd have to blur a lot of it out. Rich goes to GameStop.
It would just be a giant blur. You would just see my fucking bald fat head.
Golden Corral, a gay bar. Well, listen, the whole fucking set's going to be a gay bar when I get there.
Imagine if intro guy is too. It'd be 3 fucking bears. It's like that skit from Tim and Eric with Dr. Steve. It's just bears.
I'm going to convince Rich to get one of those little hot tubs, and then we're going to set up an extra camera outside, and I'll be in the hot tub, so you could throw it to me in the hot tub with, like, intro guy in the hot tub. I'm not even making it up. I'm getting a hot tub when I get there, so deal with it. And
this is why I said I did. It's gold. Said what I did. It's what's gold, Jank Joes. What did I miss? You're playing MGS3 on also Phil Sounds. I'll give you Phil Sounds. You could tell Philip to fill up my ass.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick and big taints. Yeah! Yeah! Yes!
You know how you said you were going to give me the poo shirt?
Yes.
I should turn that into a big diaper and just wear that for a day. That's my idea.
My music is my project that I want to get off the ground. That's my project, man. Also, too, stuff that like I'm doing with Jay, more so on the live streams. There's stuff. I'm right here. What did I miss? Well, Jay actually walked around naked while I was pissing.
Yeah, I show my dick. I show meat. That happened here.
Well, you know what's actually nice about Boogie's meat flap is that, I mean, I have a small dick, so you just don't see my dick. But at least, like, if his pants ever fell down, his meat flap would cover his penis.
Listen, at least he could go out into the cold naked and have, like, protection there.
Yeah, if there was a blizzard, his meat flap would protect his penis. I'm going to stop.
Breasts.
Why is Alice is saying, imagine the smell? Like, why do you do that to us? Why do you do that?
Well, didn't one of the hookers say that he hooked up with said that it was because of him, not They interviewed her too. It was because of him that she stopped prostituting. She's like, I'm becoming a nurse. I can't. I can't.
I mean, I don't even. Like, okay. The one thing is, if he never brought it up and just spent $200,000 on hookers and said, like, I got to bang all these models, congratulations to him, if that makes him feel great. But the fact that, like, he's now begging for money, that's...
After spending $250,000 almost on hookers.
That is so ridiculous to think about.
Well, why do you think Phil is so butthole puckered uptight about talking about WWE champions? Because... that would ruin his bag.
Sexual active Bozzy Crusader donated $15. Rich and Jay, what's up? Listen very carefully, you beautiful.
Cucumbers.
Because SSSniperwolf has big beautiful boozam, that's why she not banned. Spam?
Yeah, but her breasts are. I could give you breasts.
Breasts.
Yeah, but her breasts ain't real, are they? See, I'm anti fake breasts. I'm very like everyone.
I had a girl I dated. She had her normal breast. We broke up, and then one day she phoned me and was like, "Let's hang out." I said, "Sure." Not for like anything weird, but when she showed up, she's like, "By the way, I got a breast job, a boob job. I want you to feel them and tell me like how different they are." So I did, and I was like, "They're okay." She's like, "That's it?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're like I can feel how different it is, like, and I know it's not you, so it's like
I'd rather have small breasts that are real than fake big breasts."
Well, I'd rather have your breasts in my mouth. Jostler says JVC equals Jason's or Jay's. I'm not reading that. I'm gonna puke if I.
Yes, that is disgusting. That you were fired, Jostler. This is why. Oh, so let's see here. One thought you mentioned. I don't want to open up if I got multi-million money, I would like to open up a restaurant called Rosie's. But that's like I would get someone else to manage it.
Wait, what?
Like,
did you just tell us your dream?
That's not my dream. It's a side thing I would do.
Wait a minute. You want to open a restaurant up?
No, I don't want to open up. I'm talking like if I get multi-million money, I would be like, all right, I would hire like a team. But I'm not. That's not my ultimate goal.
I'm so confused. Listen, what I want to know is when we get to go to eat at Rosie's.
Listen, I'm going to put a meatball in between your ass cheeks, put Parmesan cheese on it, and eat out of it. There's a chance my live stream from tonight will either have free copyright claims or some strikes. If I'm not here next time, you know why. I'm very sorry. Why?
Is somebody streaming us?
Open your flaps, unleash your musk over. Yeah, Boogie, sell your meat flap musk.
Why don't we get Boogie on here right now? Where is he?
He won't come on, right, dude? We're talking about his meat flap.
Yeah, maybe he'll show it.
No! I don't want to see that thing.
Listen, can Jeff Keighley get any more cheese? Like, he goes, I see the light. On Twitter, he goes, I see the light. The OLED is in the house. And he's got a photo of him holding the OLED. Dude, it's not 1994.
Dude, he is as corporate comes.
Yeah,
let me change
it's like, it actually hurts my head.
But it doesn't matter. The sponsors and shit love it, dude.
No, dude, trust me, I know they do. Like, do you think Samsung wants me going around right now after they sponsored me back in the day being like, listen, never buy anything from Samsung again. They're shit. I know how it works.
Yeah, why do you think like him and like iJustine are like, they're just walking infomercials?
Yeah, but you know what? I love iJustine. You could say what you want about her, but she's just somebody.
I think she's good looking.
No, yeah, that's one.
I don't think she's a bad person.
No,
I'm just
listen.
saying.
No, she's brilliant. She's a brilliant content creator because she's made so much money off the platform. She's had no drama, and she's still worth everything she puts out there. You know, do I like the content every time? No. Do I watch it really? No. But I'll give her respect because she's fucking never changed. She's
evolved her content. She used to do like cover songs and stuff. She's evolved.
You don't know. I mean, she's never changed her personality. She's always been just like herself. Like, I don't feel like she ever made, she never went down a path that she felt she needed to change who she was to make more money. You know what I'm saying? Like Boogie, I'll just put this out there, and I'm not crossing any lines, but I know people that have hung out with Boogie for a long time now, years. And they tell me what he's like, because I was like, I wish I could hang out with him back in the day. This is when he was like Francis Big. And they were like, oh, he's a great guy, you know, play magic cards, do this and that, have fun, play video games, drink, whatever the hell he's doing, right? But, yeah, I know for a fact, like, the Boogie that they're talking about is not the Boogie you guys know. 100%. And that's because...
I think he was married back then, and I think his wife kept him grounded, too.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's a good point you brought up there, because, again, it's again, I don't mean to keep going into this.
Jay says boogie with a Canadian accent. It's like bugie. Jay says bugie. You say it like you're like, you know those like things, those bugles that you eat? Yeah, you say bugie. You know, yeah. I noticed someone said that before. That's true. You say bugie.
Fuck you all. Sick of your shit.
I just noticed it now. I'm like, does he say Bugey? You're like, yeah. Now I'm going to fuck up and say Bugey.
Bugey. Listen, Bugey's got a fucking... Bugey is a gorgeous man. I'd suck his meat flaps.
Listen, put a fucking bugle, the instrument, in up your ass and then fart in it and make a trumpet sound.
Okay.
I have no idea. Rich, please roll a log on Jay's chest. Art my stream's great. In an art museum and
we're
sing
42.
like a virgin.
How old are you? 41, 42?
Yeah.
You and I are two 42-year-old guys where you get somebody donating just to say, Rich, please roll a log, and he's talking about a piece of shit, across my chest in an art museum and sing like a virgin in ass chaps.
In assless chaps. Assless. Make sure you get Shigeru Miyamoto likes some assless.
And also his name's Shigeru Miyamoto. I mean, again, what world are we living in? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, Shigeru Miyamoto, first off, let's keep it real. Shigeru Miyamoto is a horn dog. Because there was always, we had to find it. It took a while of digging, but there was that G4 host. I forgot her name. And he was on stage with her, and he was like thirsty. He was a thirsty Asian man. He was like, it was like uncomfortable.
6 Nintendo lawyers are about to come through your window.
And come on me.
And literally shoot fucking loads onto you and blind you.
But it's true, though. It's a tough clip to find. I think we found it ages ago in a stream. Like, it would take hours, but it's out there, and it's weird.
Was it Morgan Webb?
No, it wasn't Morgan Webb. It was that blonde girl. They were not the one with the short hair that looks like she would beat the shit out of me. It was the other one.
Who? Frosk?
Not fucking Frosk. She looks like Machine Gun Kelly. Not Adam Sessler. He's
Adam Sessler with a wig.
No, it's not Adam Sessler.
You know, listen.
She was good looking.
Right now, Adam Sessler is living in a basement behind a box.
Not Olivia Munn. She was blonde. I know who Olivia
Sarah
Munn
Underwood.
Is. Allison Hayslip. Was Allison the one with short hair, though? It wasn't the short hair, Jeff. She had longer hair. Maybe it was Lisa. Maybe I think Lisa. Or Cindy Morgan. Cindy Morgan. Let me look her up a second to make sure. Why do I care enough?
Why is this so important? Who gives a shit? Someone stole my beach outfit and cookies. What? How did that happen? It's fucking November.
No, not Cindy Morgan. No. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He was horny.
Listen, open your flaps. Unleash your musk. Overwhelm them all.
Well, the reason I'm looking is I know not Kristen Holt. If she was blonde, like dirty blonde.
Jedi Psoriasis says, Jay, imagine the taste. I am sorry. Okay, question. How much for you to lick the first meat flap?
I'm not gonna lick any meat flaps.
And would you lick the meat flap of a woman?
Eat pussy? Yes.
No, not the flaps down there. The ones that you'd have to lift up to get to them.
No. Ew.
This is the only thing that entertains me in life. Like I sit and I stare at the wall with a shrimp bowl when I'm not on stream. I got nothing in my life. But when I come on here and ask you those questions, that's my favorite thing to do. Because of your responses.
I knew that's why I was looked her up, because now everyone's going to have to figure it out. She did a show. There was the chick with the blonde hair that had short blonde hair. Jeff Keighley actually was on there. That's before, he was putting Doritos up his ass.
Oh, wait. Was it a Canadian show with Victor Lucas? It had to be, right?
No, you're thinking of what's her name? She's a game developer. I forgot her name. She's
Alana
good-looking
Pierce?
too. No, not Alana Pierce.
I don't
She has dark hair. You're thinking of that's who you're thinking of with that show. She was the one who actually developed, or she was the director of the first Assassin's Creed.
What?
Maybe it was Tina Wood, but you're talking of the show that you're talking
Jade
about
Raymond?
with. Yeah, Jade Raymond. Someone had the name though. Stop. It is Tina Wood. Tina Wood. That was it. Tina Wood. Let me look it up just to make sure.
Dude, I could tell a story about Jade Raymond.
Yeah, Tina, 100%. It was Tina Wood. Yep.
Can I tell? This is a true story. You guys know that I used to have the review show, and you guys know that Mike and I on that show were fucking batshit crazy.
No, not you.
I had a plan to go to Jade Redmond at Ubisoft's offices because we got
Jade. You
Jade Redmond,
Jade Raymond.
whatever her name is.
You're saying it's totally wrong. Jed Redmond. Who the fuck is Jed? Is he a
like,
muscular wood chopping Canadian man?
That's like the crack sister of her. But listen, we went to the offices and we had flowers, and we were going to interview her, and this is like 2013 or even maybe a bit before that. And Mike and I had this brilliant idea for Mike to drop to his knees and propose to her.
That would have been a bad idea.
Yeah, during the interview. That's how crazy we were. And we had...
Thank fuck that didn't happen.
Yeah, we got there, and somebody pulled the fire alarm. So they were like, we have to cancel the interviews for the day, unfortunately. So we were like, oh.
Well, that was
almost,
a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, we almost ended our careers. So just so you know. Just so you guys know.
Hey, everybody! Jade Raymond has a restraining order against us now.
Yep, it would have been bad. It was going to be bad.
There's someone pretending to be Boogie saying, "Come in me, I'll come in your meat flap." No, did I just say that?
Do you know what? There's probably somebody out there that has that fantasy.
Oh, of course. Dude, there's people who fantasize about, like, dressing up like a wolf and getting fucked in the ass by someone else dressed up like a wolf.
Okay.
Listen, take out your penises and compare sizes. My penis is, my penis is a belly button.
Listen, I could wrap my penis around his 6 times. Let's go.
Listen, it's like an anaconda. It just, you could wrap it around my neck and choke me with it.
Listen, I'm gonna wrap my penis around you. I'm gonna wrap my hair around your penis and pull up.
Listen, you're gonna love my JVC. It's a beautiful JVC.
Listen,
we're never getting through any of this interview ever.
Okay, play it. Let's see if we can go. Let's go.
We're never. Listen, I may need more pop because this is gonna get really fucking bizarre.
This stream is messed up, dude. Anytime I'm on here, the streams are fucking disastrous. My
streams are always disastrous. Shigeru Miyamoto, Rich, toss my salad like Ozzy Osbourne eating a bat. Thank you. That is the most visceral way to describe eating a man's ass that I have ever heard. And now I'm thinking of eating Shigeru Miyamoto's ass. That is in my head. Like it's seared in there now.
I'm just picturing Boogie having to like hold the meat flap up while having sex.
You know what? Fuck you. You know what? Seriously.
Boogle. I'm going to name him Boogle now. Listen, it's true. What I'm saying is based in reality. You think that meat flap doesn't get in the way? They probably hold it up with like fucking 6 dull steak knives.
No, he fucks her with it. He's oh god, oh god, oh god.
What?
Yo,
that is okay. I think we should be canceled for this. That's where we're done. Yo. I don't even know what that means. How do you put meat flap into a vagina? Like it just does not work.
It's probably pliable.
No, it's not fucking pliable. It's like a long strip. Like, how would you do it?
No, dude, that's probably like silly putty. He could probably he could shape it like a penis.
Okay. Well, I mean,
oh my god, yeah, he could shape it like anything, man. It's like what was that cartoon where they got
she probably sleeps underneath of it like a tauntaun in Star Wars. Let's go.
Listen, man, listen. They go camping. They can just put a fucking.
No, you know what? He just stands at the back of the SUV and reaches it up over the back, and they have a tent.
Listen,
I don't know what we're going on about. Who gives a shit?
Listen, he goes out. If they go camping, all he has to do is get like a stick, put it under his meat flap, and they have shelter.
Listen, let's talk about his meat flap in a positive light, just so he doesn't get mad. He could make money off the meat flap. Like, he could probably do like an OnlyFans meat flap edition. Somebody out there likes the meat flap. Somebody. He can make money off of it.
I mean, he has a triple meat. I mean, I don't have a meat. I'm a fat dude, but I don't have a meat flap.
Well, like, start eating.
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
I'm gonna be there in 3 weeks, and I want to fuck your meat flap. So you better grow one between now and 3 weeks, because I'm gonna bite that meat flap right off your body.
He's gonna look like a fucking piranha on my meat flap.
We're done. Like, I'm embarrassed.
He's gonna look like a small dog when they hold on to something, like they're holding on to a treat. That's how he's gonna look holding on to my non-existent meat flap.
Listen, the pug's gonna live in your meat flap. Let's go.
Listen, the pug.
I got tears in my eyes.
The pug is gonna live in your ass. He has a hairy meat tunnel in his meat flap. When you have sex, it's like James and the giant peach. She just grabs flat. Oh God, stop.
In 2001, I had an idea for a website called Too Fat to Fuck, like the number 2, toofat2fuck.com, and it's just couples who are too big to have sex, but they try to, and you watch it.
Oh my God, that would probably get a lot of views.
No, everyone's always like, that's fucking stupid. Dude, toofat2fuck.com, and it's just people who can't have sex, but they try to, and you watch it. Dude, it's a multi-million-dollar idea, so fuck you.
Oh, I'm sure when he was on the H3, he confirmed he has to lift the flap out of the way and set it on top of her back. Oh God.
I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about it. It's interesting. Does he shave the flap? Or does she use it for grip?
And then
Where is this going? Yeah, I will fuck you in 3 weeks.
Yes, can't wait. No, because you know that flap, when he's hitting it from behind, is probably like... It looks... dude, he looks like... It must... If you've played Elden Ring far into the game, it's the Godskin duo.
Oh,
that's...
God. Oh God.
That's
the real
Boogie's meat flap. That's Boogie's meat flap.
The real issue here is, did they name it?
It's Charles. They named it Charles. Charles the meat flap.
Oh, you know what I just realized? In the next couple days, we're gonna have special edition Charles meat flap shirts on our merch website.
Yeah, the Godskin duo. There's the skinny one, and there's the one that he has a meat flap. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I am. I know.
Oh yeah, we're not assholes at all.
Yeah, we've been talking about his meat flap for 6 hours. Review meat. That's it. I'm changing my channel. Okay, it's Review Meat Flaps USA.
Why is it called a flap? Shouldn't it be something cool? Like, let's brand it.
It looks like a fanny pack.
There's got to be something positive.
It looks like a flesh fanny pack.
Like, can he store things in there, like a cheese sandwich for later? Like, what can you do with it?
Just store a cheese sandwich. You can marinate a steak in that meat. Dude, that steak, you want a taint flavored steak?
I mean, it depends how long it's been there.
Was spending dude, there's a lot of things, Classy Tech, that were not on my bingo card for 12. I did not know that the level of detail we were going to go into about Boogie's meat flap, but now that I know that he talked about it on the H3 podcast, I'm going all in. Like, when he's hitting it from behind, dude, when he had these sugar ladies, whatever the fuck they're called, that he was spending $250,000 on cumulative.
Breasts.
Of course they would quit.
Troll McTrollington donated $15.94. Jay, if you get to Rich's place, don't bother with the lube, just go straight up Marlon Brando,
yeah.
just with a tub of lard. Also, I am not sure if you're fat shaming or rule of 34ing.
I think we're rule of 34ing. I mean, I'm fat. I'm not trying to like. I don't mean I'm fat, but I don't have the meat flappage. Like he has.
And never once did I say it was a bad thing.
No, I'd suck on it.
Also, but the other thing is, I believe this is a comedy show, so.
Yeah, in comedy.
It's literally says category comedy, so I don't know about that, but
like when he showed that meat flap, like I can't stop talking about it. No,
will you shut the fuck up?
Listen, I can't shut up about. I'm not play. I would rather fucking suck on Bobby Kotick's dick than play that fucking game.
Why Bobby Kotick?
Because he's the CEO of Activision. They said play Modern Warfare 3. He's still the CEO for now. So I would suck his cock. Is Phil burning in hell down there for his sins? Philip? No. Phil. I don't know. I can't think of anything witty with Phil right now. He masturbated on May 1st, 2016. Came on his controller. We saw the entire thing minus his penis, and he tried to play it off like it never happened, and he actually thought Critical had respect for.
Dude, I think we missed a ton of stuff here. Let me just do this quick.
Listen, stuff me a ton.
Yeah, I will for Christmas. Dr. Sexy says, take out your penises and compare sizes.
I already talked about that, yes.
Yeah, well, I want to do it again, literally. Play Bloodborne now. That's a really weird request, random.
I want to play Bloodborne, but I'm holding out. I'm giving myself Bloodborne blue balls until they remake it, or at least do a 60 FPS patch. Something.
Listen, meat patch me. GameStop buys DK Oldies to fuck everything up. That would be, yeah. GameStop wouldn't buy a fucking sinking ship. The way Jay says boogie is like
GameStop is a sinking
boogie. Ship. Boogie. Well, yeah, they both are. This stream, deep fried. What? And deep fried fried, make my week. Is that another streamer? Was that
where are you?
I don't know. Fiddle me, Rich.
Fap to the flap. Yes, Skipperson. I will. You still have Phil eating the pizza as your thumbnail. It's amazing. Flappy pack. You could marinate. I think I got everything.
Stephanie says, no, you never read this. Can Jesus toss my salad? Is that too much? I mean, for the right price, Google. Oh no, Jedi of
Wait,
psoriasis.
generic white male. Someone stole my beach outfit and cookies.
What? No way.
I read that one. Listen to this one. Jedi of psoriasis says,
yeah, but
Google.
you gotta give him this. You gotta give him the sound clip. God damn it!
I dare you to Google sexual meat flap, please. Okay, watch. Ready? I'm gonna do it on my phone, without showing, and I'll
do me on your phone.
Okay, ready? Wait. Sexual meat flap. Enter.
Yeah, don't show anything.
Okay,
please.
the first thing that came up was Urban Dictionary meat flaps, and it says, oh my god. It says, oh god, I don't know if I could read it. It literally says, a luscious protruding inner lips of a woman's hole. I'll just use hole, because I don't know if we, well, yeah, okay, vagina. Which is men's favorite part to suck on during oral sex. These inner lips are particularly sensitive. That's it. That's all that came up when you do sexual meat flap. Also, I have a photo of a
sexual
chicken.
Meat flap.
I have a photo of two birds. Chickens showed up. I'm not kidding. Two chickens showed up.
The birds want their meat flaps sucked on.
Imagine what's under that meat flap, says Birch. Probably a lot of hair and...
A lot of hair and a lot of odor.
Well, depends how much he cleans it. He seems to take a lot of baths.
Yeah, he said he's gone without bathing for a while.
Well, then, yeah, I'll avoid going to that house. Listen, play with the horse's meat flaps. I think I will. Jostler says he has a hairy meat tunnel in his meat flap. Okay, that's weird. When they're having sex, it's like James and the Giant Peach. We read that one. Thanks for that. Great. Rich, you've inspired me to start a new channel. I'm going to use my iPhone 13 to start with. Then we'll see how it goes. Love your content, says Pez.
Your phone is plenty. Yeah, good for you.
Oh, yeah. Listen, iPhone 14, 13, 15, you could film fucking... You could probably film a movie on... Well, actually, to be honest, you could film a movie on... I'd say anywhere from the 10 and up. Actually, there's a couple movies that filmed on like iPhone 7s, so you can get away with it. Just make sure you have a lot of light. The United Horse Foundation says you can marinate a steak in the meat flab. I wonder if that's a horse actually typing that. Change One Thing says fanny pack. Will B says, we read that one. Chris, thank you for subbing. Fap or flap? Which is better?
Fapping to the flap.
Rich, have you bought the reel-to-reel yet?
I'm not going to get into reel-to-reel. Isn't practical, man. That's too.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
It's God dealing with those big ass tapes and having. Where am I going to put it? It's
in the
such
flaps.
Yeah, I'll put it in Boogie's flaps. But it seriously though, like it's a lot of maintenance and no thank you.
Listen, let's get Steve-O from Jackass to marinate a steak and eat it out of Boogie's flaps. That's how you get relevant again. Listen, where's Boogie? Can we get somebody in here? Where's Keemstar? Let's talk about his beard. Where is he?
He won't come here. He won't come here. He was pissed off Boogie was here.
I know where he is right now. In that shack he built on his property. That's really awkward.
Why did he have a shack on his property? He has a big ass property, man.
Dude, Keemstar built a fucking random shack on his property, and you go in it, and it literally is a bed. It's just a bed. You tell me what goes on there. I know what goes on there.
He's looking at Boogie's meat flap?
No, it's where he dyes his beard.
He's looking at Boogie's meat flap while dyeing his beard, you mean?
Sexual Meat Flap donated 99 cents. Thank you.
Sexual Meat Flap.
What did you name the meat flap again? Charles?
Charles the meat flap.
Yeah, well.
Listen. Charles in charge.
Wayne says, stop milking it, dude. Okay, no more meat flap jokes, according to Wayne. Can't do it anymore.
Wayne.
Can't do it.
He's talking about Keemstar last night. Keemstar is like, he's milking this. I'm like, dude,
oh, yeah. Okay, let's try to watch this video.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's
funny.
see how long.
Let's make YouTube history. And then there's a quote from Game of Thrones, right?
Make YouTube history. Let me ask you a question. 2018 definitely wasn't your peak year, and you almost made, before taxes, obviously, $500,000. You've had bigger years than that.
No, that was my peak.
Boogie as well.
Listen, look at the screen right now. You're so stoned that you somehow opened up your control panel, and it's like in front of everything. Why is that? Why was that?
No, because my mic was fucked up. I had that. That's. I'm not out of my mind yet. It's gonna happen, but here it wasn't it.
I thought you were just fucking lost.
No, I wasn't lost yet. It'll happen soon though.
Also, switch the screen.
Are you gonna say?
Or show us your meat flap.
Show us your meat flap.
How much to
that was
kiss
the most I ever...
Boogie's first meat flap?
How much to what?
Kiss his first meat flap.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Made ever, and it's only because of sponsors. You realize 90% of the Francis videos either got no ads or very low quality ads.
Dude, yeah, but that was like years upon years later on top of it too, when they weren't really relevant anymore. See, the less stoned Rich would say that to you now. Like, you're making it like, dude, that didn't happen till way later. Listen, meat flaps smell wonderful, Blackjack. Enjoy the meat flaps.
Oh, you know that, right?
Yeah, but that's a different era, dude. Like,
no, that's the entire time from the first Francis character all the way up to the very end. Those videos either got fully demonetized or they got the lowest.
Not in the beginning. You even said it.
Common denominator ads, and so. Francis videos getting millions of views. I made maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 on each of those. In some cases, I spent more breaking an Xbox or breaking a TV than I made for the Francis sketches. Yeah, the real money was in sponsors.
That's a lie. That is a fucking lie.
I mean,
those videos got like 6 million views, and this is pre-Adpocalypse. He's lying.
Yeah, that's a little under what I think. But he keeps saying like, "Oh, I'll show you guys." So show us. Like at this point, show us an example of one of those videos. Because if you do 6 million and it has straight up ads on it, how much money is that? I wonder.
Back then, it was a lot more than it would be now. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
it's less than but it's got to be like, I think probably close to 6, 7, 8K, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, right?
Back then, especially, yeah. Now,
Well,
it
not
wouldn't be
not
close.
nowadays. You
No,
fucking
you
lucky.
Lucky you get even like a couple thousand with that. That's why everyone thinks that like all YouTubers are rolling in money. Ha!
Sponsorships, and I had a bunch of sponsorships in 2018, and
Yeah, but that's post-adpocalypse. Even pre-adpocalypse, you can't tell me that you were making bank because you were getting.
Do you want to know how
huge
much money I
views.
made through AdSense from the beginning of time to now?
Okay, sure.
About $1.2 million since 2007.
He's lying. There's no fucking way.
How many years is that? Hang on. 2007 to now. How many years is that? I can't do math. That's 13 years.
16 years?
Yeah, 16. That's what I said. 16 years. 16 years.
But he wasn't monetized the whole time, admittedly.
No, he wasn't monetized the whole time. How many views does he have? Almost 1 billion, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, good luck with that math. Call me later.
Well, I mean, back in the day, if somebody got 1 million views, that was worth...
Way more.
A lot more. So I'm just, because I was around back then, I remember how much that actually paid out. Plus, he got ads, like actual side sponsorship deals.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, what did he say, 1.3? No. He's there. And then also the Twitch. No, I would estimate, based on just absolute bullshit here, based on what I know from experience, from everything that I've dealt with, I know a lot of YouTubers who have huge shows.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I would say he's over 4 million. It's got to be over 4 million. I bet you it's close to that. I'd say safe bet 3.5 to maybe 4.5 mil.
Yeah, I'm looking like he's doing the Francis. I mean, this is from 11 years ago, admittedly. I don't know when he got partnered. I think it was early on.
Also, doesn't his wife get half that money? Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know exactly how his. So, yeah, I'm looking, dude, these videos, 5.4 million back 11 years ago, 863,000. Like, come on, dude. There's no way.
I think maybe the truth is that he spent way more money on shit
that he doesn't want to talk about. Yeah.
Strippers, mostly strippers, and probably giving a lot of money to women.
No, I mean, there's a 30K video from 11 years ago, but million views, 851,000.
Well, listen. I know for a fact that when you get involved with, well, not that I ever was with a stripper or hooker, but if you are going to see hookers, let me just throw this, sort of open people's minds here for a second. If I'm spending $200,000, think about how much money that is, guys. If I'm actually giving out physically $200,000 to different women, right? And I build a relationship with them. You're telling me that the same woman who asked for like $500 to fuck her, she comes back a week later and she's got a story. Oh, I need extra money this time. So he's like, okay, here's an extra $300.
Of course.
You're telling me that those things didn't happen during this whole experience. So what I'm saying is, like, my guess here is that he made probably an extra $1 million, and the amount he spent on women is probably closer to that, rather than the low end.
He doesn't want to say it, yeah.
And it's like, again, let's also put this out there, and this is all allegedly and just my theory. Remember, Mike is doing a documentary for Mike's reasons. Does he care about Boogie? Clearly, he's doing a documentary about him. However, he's making a fucking demo reel so he can go out and make more of these things. It's his first one.
And he feigned, and what he did to show the 200,000 was feigning accountability when really there was allegedly, and we're speculating, probably way more money spent. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, guys, look, I'm holding myself accountable, but yeah, don't talk about
exactly. What I'm saying is there was a meeting. There was definitely a meeting that takes place, and they go, how much did you spend? He probably told him it's probably $1 million. And he's like, well, we're not putting that in the documentary. Okay, well, what do we do? Well, 200,000 is a fucking high number, and that's still bad, but it's not the same as saying fucking $1 million. So that's where my theory lies. I think that it was planned, and that's also why his numbers are all fucking shaky. Like, he's like, oh, that was there, and no, it was Mike, and no, that was wrong, and I put money here, and that's why that's... So what I'm saying is, the numbers are shaky. You got to look at why would it be shaky. I think, again, he gave a lot of that money away to that portion of his life. And listen, I'm not shaming the sexual trade. I'm not shaming Boogie for even doing it. If he wanted to spend his money on that, that's fine. But to come back to the internet years later and complain about how you have no money, that's an issue. Yeah. Like, there's like legitimately, this is where I get pissed a little bit. I see people on like fucking TikTok or just YouTube channels where their child dies randomly. And they're like, can you help with the funeral expenses? And then you got Boogie who's like, I fucked 20 models last month and I have no money. Yeah. Can you help me? It's like, that's not how the world works. But, again, because people give him the money, that is how the world works. So that's why he's feeding into it. Because, again, I'm going back to the beginning of this whole talk that I said the world's fucked up, dude. On one side, you've got Quantum TV jumping on his fucking wife's car, probably threatening her, God knows what else, allegedly. He did. She's scared for her life, wants to call 911. But on the other side of the coin, he's got a channel on TikTok where he gives advice about how to treat his partners in relationships. It's like, I don't even know where I live anymore.
We're in the fucking Twilight Zone.
Yeah, so to basically say that Boogie is hiding something here, obviously he fucking is. The numbers don't add up. He's blaming the director. The director has his own motives. And Boogie has his own motives. My guess, again, and I'll shut up about it, is that he probably gave a lot of money, or it could be even something a little worse, which I'm not going to speculate on. I have ideas of what it could be. But that's just me saying, my thoughts. So who knows? But, $200,000. When you say $200,000 on hookers, if I were to say, well, actually it was $250,000, that's not a stretch. But if I said fucking $1 million, people would probably go to his house and attack him. You know what I mean? There's people out there that would lose their minds. They would just be like, well...
When you decry poor and when people find out you spend money on frivolous shit like that to that degree...
People would fucking lose their... Like I said, just today, fucking YouTuber I follow, his friend died. Like, it's just like random shit. Never asked for a cent in his life. He's like, I need money for the funeral. Of course you're going to help people like that. But then you come back later and you're like, oh, by the way, I spent all the money you helped me with on hookers. Okay, that's going to go over well.
Yeah, his career is done. All right, guys, we're going to... Drunken Maverick, thank you for being a member. Astro Zombies, I'm actually wrapping up the stream, so...
Listen, I'm going to wrap my cock up and put it in you.
Boogie spent $50 million on his hairy meat flaps. That's why they are so prevalent. And thank you guys for coming. I'll watch I'll react to it, and we'll actually get through some of it. So I know maybe tomorrow, but definitely in the next couple days. Because when Jay's on, we're just shooting the shit. And
well, let's just ask this before everyone leaves. Yeah. When Rich and I are on the show, do we even need to watch things? I don't think so.
I can answer for them. Not that I want to, but you get my point.
Yeah, just send me a photo of your meat flaps, please.
I will. I'll send you a moto. I need to go to bed. All right, guys.
Show me your meat flaps.
Meat flaps. Have a good night.
Breasts.
I appreciate the support. I appreciate breasts. Is it going to let me read that one before we go?
Phil, titty fuck. Oh, my God.
Phil, titty fucking Boogie's meat flap while singing the national anthem.
That's not correct. That's not correct.
All right, I'm gonna go vomit now. All right, guys, have a great evening, and we'll see you tomorrow with more content and meat.